To start the process of registering your property online, you will want to visit louisvilleky.gov. Again, that's louisvilleky.gov. Once on our website, you'll want to go to Departments, and then to the left, you'll go to Codes and Regulations. Once you go to Codes and Regulations, you'll notice at the top of the screen there is a rental registry update that you can click on for rental registry page. If you scroll down on the same page, to the left, you will also see a link for clicking on rental registration. And to the right, if you scroll down further, you'll see another register your rental property. All three of these will take you to the same spot on our website. Once on that location, you will see multiple options of which you can select. When you scroll down on the page, you'll see a register your rental property. You'll see a search registered rental properties, and you'll see the ordinance that the rental registration is cited through. When you are registering your rental property, you can click here. If you are just looking to search for rental properties, you would click here, and to open up the rental registry, you would click here. We are going to click on the register your rental property. Once registering your rental property, it'll take you to another page on our website. This website will have the instructions to link an old account. Linking an old account means you received a letter in the mail that has a registration number and it has your PIN number that you can link for your old rental registry to be a part of your new rental registry. There is also an affidavit of compliance that is required. The affidavit of compliance must be notarized and it must be turned in when registering your property. The affidavit of compliance can be found if you click here. If you need to create a new account, that is over to the right, and you would click here. To register your rental property online, there are instructions below. You can also come to our office and register your rental property with one of our staff members. We are going to now click on registering the rental property. Once you have clicked from our website to register your rental property, if you have not created an account, you would do so at the upper right corner for register an account. Once you select register an account, you'll follow the simple instructions for creating your rental license. If you already have an account, you can select log in, or you can scroll down on the center of the page and type in your information. This would be either your username or your email address. Once you have typed your information in, you click sign in. You are now logged into your rental registration. Once inside of your rental registration, to register a new property, you will want to select license. Once you have selected license, you will now be in the area to apply for a new license by selecting apply for a new license to the left of your screen. Now it'll bring you to a general disclaimer that you'll want to familiarize yourself with. Once you have read this general disclaimer, below you will see a box to check that I have read and accepted the above terms. The next part of the process is selecting rental registration. You'll see two options here. One of the options is a long-term rental registration, and one of them is a short-term rental registration. The difference between a long-term and a short-term rental are the long-term rentals are anything where an occupant is staying over 30 days. A short-term rental is anything 29 days or less. You would want to contact the Office of Planning to register those properties. We will select long-term rental application and then continue application. Now is where we'll input the information for the address you are registering. Once you have the street number and the street name input, you will just hit search for information. You do not need to put your direction or your street type in. The information is now being pulled from the Louisville PVA. This will automatically fill in all your fields for the street address, which you'll see that we are not able to edit any of this information. It will also pull in the parcel address for the location. Under the new rental registration, the address is not what you're registering anymore. It is the parcel. So if you have multiple units on one parcel, you're only required to register one of those units, and all of the units will be registered. It also pulls the owner information below. Once you confirm that all information here is correct, you'll click Continue Application. The next question that you'll see is your property a condominium? If yes, you will want to select yes here. In this situation, we are not a condominium, so we'll leave it defaulted to no and continue application. Next, you will select the units that you are wanting to register on the property. For this situation, we will select all the units to register on this property. The nice thing about having a login and having your information already saved into the system is when you go in to fill out your contact information under applicant, when we select from account, you will see your information will auto-populate and you will not need to fill in the screen. You will want to double check that all information is correct though before proceeding. As you see here, you'll have the option for mailing address and physical address. Applicant should always be marked as mailing address. And we'll hit continue. You will see that it's pulled in all of the information from my rental registry. Since we are registering as an individual, we will only be required to put applicant and property owner in. You can select from account or add new. Since we were able to select from account before, we will add new now to see the process. At the top of the contact information, you'll see a drop down for individual or organization. You'll want to select which one you are using. For this, we will use individual. And then you'll want to fill out everything that you see that has a red asterisk. As you can see, we have an error on the screen. One of the nice things about the new registration process online is if you enter any information incorrectly on the screen, it will alert you to where to go. So as you can see here, the email address is not correct. We will correct the email address and you'll notice that the alert will disappear from your screen. Now we will want to add the address for this contact. We will click Add Contact Address. You'll select address type, mailing address or physical address, and then we will put in the address. Once you have your information put on the system, you will hit Save and Close. Once all information has been entered correctly, we'll click Continue. You will see a green Contact Added Successfully under Property Owner. Once the applicant and property owner information is put into the system, you will scroll to the bottom and on the right side, Continue Application. The following screen will give a brief example of how many properties you're registering. In this situation, there will be 3. It will ask you if the principal dwelling is located on the same property. If the principal dwelling is located on the same property, you do not need to register the property. It will also ask you the year of construction of the oldest building. The Revenue Commission number is something you'll need if you're an LLC or a corporation. Since we are registering as an individual, we will not need that information. Now we will attest and affirm that to our best of our knowledge, everything at the property is up to compliance with Chapter 156 of the Louisville Metro Code of Ordinances. And then we will continue application. The next step in the process will be your sworn affidavit. The sworn affidavit can be found below Step 2 where you have a link. We will click this so you can see what the affidavit looks like. This will take you back to the Louisville Metro Government Codes and Regulations page where you can download the document. This affidavit will need your name or LLC information. It will need the address you are registering, and then below you will need a signature. This must be notarized as well. Once it is completed, you would load this into your application. To load from your application, if you do not have it saved already, you will need to click Add. Once you have selected Add, you will go to the section of your computer where you have saved the affidavit. Once the affidavit of compliance shows 100%, you will click Continue. You must select the type of affidavit, which in this case is a sworn affidavit, and give a description of the affidavit. Once you have filled out both of these, you will click Save. If at any time you're having difficulty on a page, you can scroll back to the top and you can click on the link for the rental registry instructions. This will take you back to our website where you can download the instructions again. Once we have the affidavit attached, we will scroll down to continue application. The next page is for you to review your information to confirm everything has been input correctly. Once you are happy with your information, at the bottom you will click Continue Application. At this time, it will take you over to the Pay Fee section. Since this property is zoned CM, this would require a $50 registration fee. The registration fees are based on your zoning district and will go anywhere from $25 up to $250 depending on the size of your property. This is a one-time fee as long as you do not receive a violation from the Department of Codes and Regulations within a 12-month period of registering your property. Once we confirm the amount on the screen, we will click Checkout. If you have multiple properties you are registering at this time, you could click Checkout or Continue Shopping. Continue Shopping will allow you to add more properties to your registration to allow you to have a one-time payment. Since we only have one property, we'll just select Checkout. Now you would put in your information. If you would like, you can click Autofill, and this will pull everything from your applicant license that you generated. Once you have inputted your card information, you will now scroll down and give your address for the location of the card holder. Once all information has been input into the system, you will click Submit Payment. Once you have clicked Submit Payment, the system will then process all of your information, generating a new rental license. You will now see that you have Step 3, which is your receipt. Your application has successfully been submitted. You will see your new rental license, and you will have the ability to view the receipt to show your payment went through properly. Once this takes place, it will also go to a staff member who will then review all information, ensuring there are no errors. Once they complete the review, they will approve your certificate and you will receive an email and a paper copy in the mail showing that you have renewed your certificate. Now your property is now properly registered. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, contact us at 502-574-2508 or via email at rentalregistry@louisvilleky.gov.